Well, they come from watersheds. Now, are you sure you know what a watershed is? Sorry, this is not a watershed. Watershed? No watershed either. But you guys keep looking. I'll catch up with you later.
This is a watershed. Well, actually, it's bungee jumping. And today we've dived to the very lowest part of this section of the watershed, namely the river. It's cool.
A watershed is a region that is drained by a stream, river, or other body of water. It's nature's way of dealing with moisture, and it's a pretty simple concept. Watersheds are part of that water cycle thing, you know, the hydrological cycle. Now, the water cycle starts with energy from the sun. It's up oceans, lakes, and streams and makes the water there evaporate, turn into a vapor. And that vapor works its way up into the sky and cools into tiny liquid drops we call clouds. Clouds, right. And when they get big and heavy enough, what do you get? Precipitation, you know, rain, snow, sleet, or hail. And where does that fall? Well, it falls in a watershed. That's where streams come from. They come from the good old water cycle. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation into a watershed, and you get a stream, huh? Not bad. We're at the top of two watersheds. You look over here, that's one watershed. That bright strip on the horizon is the ocean, by the way. Water goes down there and finds its way to the... Now, over here, we have another watershed. Oh, that's a helicopter. That's how we got up here. That's a glacier. It's finding its way to the sea by another route. Two watersheds. The water comes down, goes two different directions. Pretty cool, huh? Ah! Just kidding. Funny joke. Just kidding. And speaking of mountains, this is the Continental Divide. And these are the Rocky Mountains. I guess I'm standing right about New Mexico. Anyway, they run all the way from Alaska, which is normally up there, to Mexico. And the Continental Divide means that virtually all water that falls on this side flows east to the Atlantic Ocean and Gulf of Mexico. And virtually all the water that falls on this side flows west to the Pacific Ocean. Now, these are watersheds on the grandest scale, covering hundreds of thousands of square miles. But you know something? Even the largest watersheds on Earth are just groupings of watersheds. Huh? There can be rural watersheds and urban watersheds, desert watersheds, and rainforest watersheds. As a matter of fact, your home, my home, everyone's home is part of one watershed or another. Okay, that's on the back end. I don't get that. It's 10% tops or it's no deal. Now, don't silt me, man. So you think you know what a watershed is? It's the area around a stream that flows into a lake, a river, or the ocean. That's great. You have an A so far. But now the next question. How do they work? Have you ever heard of a river continuum? It means that moisture collects in a watershed and forms small streams, which flow into medium-sized streams, and those flow into large streams, and so on. Now, because this is the way the Earth's plumbing works, every stream, from the very biggest to the very smallest, to be kept as healthy as possible. If even one stream is destroyed, in a way, it messes with the whole system. Whew. Now let's have lunch.
Learn to scuba the Skip way at Skip's School of Scuba Diving. Skip's patented pay now, learn now technique. You'll be underwater in no time.
You're seeing a young lady here.
Learn how to wear a mask and snorkel. Why that little ball doesn't work.
But I guess they never figured out what would happen if the diver turned upside down.
And how to look graceful under the water. When you need to scuba, scuba the Skip way at Skip's School of Scuba Diving. Corner of Estuary and Wetland Drive. Skip's School of Scuba.
Now that you know what a watershed is, you remember the 3 steps to becoming a stream? 1, investigate. 2, inventory and monitor. 3, take action. Do something.
That's his nest.
And you don't have to be some big-time